Hello designers, welcome back. In today's video we're going to see how to create this scroll bar animation in Figma. So last week I posted a shorts video in which I showed you this animation and I asked if you need a detailed tutorial on this, and a lot of you have said yes to it. So this is a full in-depth tutorial on how to create this. So let's jump right onto my screen and see how to create this, right? So first thing, as you might know, Figma doesn't support scroll animations yet, and this is more like a hack or a workaround to implement this. And this might come in handy when you want to show your developers how to create the scroll bar animation, how we want it to look like, or also show it to your clients. So it's good for them to visualize it, and that's why I'm showing this right here. So the first thing is you need a use case to have scroll, right? So something like a list is a good use case where you can show a scroll animation because the content overflows and you want the user to scroll it, right? For that, I've taken a sample screen here, which is a list screen where you have contacts here, and you could use it even on your web projects as well. So wherever you feel it usable. So right now here I have a sample mobile screen. So this is a list screen again. So the first thing is you want this list to overflow. Right now it's very limited and it doesn't make sense to have a scroll. So first thing, I'll select this list here, I'll press on option and click and drag, and that creates a duplicate of that outside. So we'll make it a component and make it interactive, and then we'll place it back into the frame right here. So the first thing is you want the content to overflow. So first I'll just expand this frame right here so that we can expand and duplicate the content here. Next thing, I'll select the list that we have right here. It's currently a group right here, but we should turn it into an auto layout, and I'll tell you why. So first thing, select the group and you have the option to turn it into an auto layout, that is Shift A, or this option at the right that you can see. So once I click on that, you can see this new option that pops up, right? A new control. This is nothing but Figma AI, and I'm not sure if everyone got it. It's right now in beta and it might be rolling out to everyone slowly. So this is really helpful, right? I can click and drag this and it'll duplicate the content as much as I want, right? So it's, as you can see, it's duplicating the content. It'll add new names here. I can just drag it further and you might notice the names populating, right? So images don't work as of now, but probably they'll add this as well. But as you can see, the name has changed and the wallet and everything, the details is replicating. So now we have a long list to scroll. So now what we'll do is we'll bring back the frame size to what it was previously. So that is still here, and we have an extra content to scroll as well. So the next thing we're going to do is make this an interactive component. So I'll just select this, first create a component out of it, and then I'll add a variant with this button right here. So now we have two variants. In the first one, it is at the top, that is the first contact is seen. But in the second variant, you want to select inner container and scroll it to the top, right? You want to move it and bring it exactly at the bottom. You can either do it manually by clicking and dragging it here, or the easiest way is just select the align options and align it to the bottom, right? So what this is doing is it's aligning the bottom to the bottom of this frame, and that's how it's basically doing the same function of clicking and dragging exactly to the top. So it's more easier way to do it. Okay, now we have the initial state and we have the final state of the scroll. All you have to do is just add interactions to it. So for that, I'm going to select the first one, go to prototype and drag a link to the next one, the second variant, and here we're going to set the trigger as on drag. So on drag, you want it to change to this state. The animation should be smart animate, and we can leave this at 800 milliseconds. That should be good. The initial state is done. Let's do the same thing for the second variant. Click the second variant and drag a link back to the first one. The same interactions, right? So on drag, smart animate, ease out, and 800 milliseconds. Looks good. So let's drag this component, an instance of it, back into this, right? So I'm just copying this one and we'll replace this one with the new component. So to replace it, you can use the shortcut Shift, Command and R, or even right click and you have the option to say paste to replace. So that's how you do it, and let's try to play this and see how it works, right? So I'm just gonna select this using Shift spacebar, that's the shortcut, or you can do it here as well. So it opens up right here, and now if I click and drag, there's your scroll, right? And I click and drag back. So the scroll works amazing, it looks great. But there is no visual for the user to know that there is a scroll, right? So if you have a scroll bar, it indicates the user that you can scroll and what is the amount of scroll left, right? So let's add that as well and see how that looks. So first thing, let's create it. So I'm just going to use the rectangle tool right here, that is R, and I'll just click and drag something like this, which should be good, right? So here we have the scroll bar. Let's add some rounded corners. It looks better in rounded corners, and the color you can tweak the color. So I'm just gonna leave it at something like this. Looks good, right? So we have it right there, and this one is sitting right here, and you want this also on your second variant. So I'll just copy it here and bring it to the second variant and paste it. But in this case, you want the final state, which is the scroll bar has to move down. So I'll just bring it down somewhere here. So that looks good. You don't have to do anything more, right? So all your interactions are already there. So let's right away play this and see how it looks. So here we have the scroll bar. I click and drag, it works. And if I do it on the scroll bar, there also it works. I click and drag up, there also it works, right? So on the mobile, you're obviously not going to scroll or clicking on the scroll bar, but on a web project, this could be helpful. You want to click on the scroll bar and drag it down, and that's how you want the interaction to be. So that also looks good. And also, if you want to take it a bit further, you could also add one more to show the total length of it as well, right? Probably we can leave this at 2 as the width or something, and I'm just going to center align this, and let's drag this to the bottom, right? So somewhere like this, it looks good. And you can bring it back to the second variant as well. So if you want to see how this looks like, nothing to change in interactions, it's just a visual. You can see it, right? So you can drag it here as well, and that's it. So there you go, guys. That's how you can very easily implement a scroll bar animation in Figma using interactive components. So that's all for this video. If you do like the video, do leave a like and also comment below what you want next. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.